Okay, good evening to you all. Today is 1st April 2025, which is the beginning of this graduates or nationwide graduates IT Employability Skills Bootcamp 2.0, and it also marks the beginning of our week one. So, like I already told you that this bootcamp will last for 10 weeks. And today will be our week, the beginning of week one. So there are outlines that we are going to cover. That is what we are going to discuss about in this week. Every week we are going to have outlines that we are going to cover in the week. So I'll mention the outlines and we'll look at the outlines and what we are going to cover tonight. So I'll talk about the boot camp first of all, so that some of you maybe that don't know why they are here. But I believed most of you read about the boot camp and that why you registered and the rest. So, but despite that, I will talk about the boot camp. What you need to know about IT skills, I will talk about that today also, and what to expect. So, in most of my classes or boot camp, I always tell people what to expect at the end of it, so that if we reach the final stage or final week, then you can ask yourself that whether you the bootcamp meet your expectation or it doesn't, or it exceeded your expectation or something like that. So I'll talk about that. Uh, then I'll talk about the sole aim, our sole aim, why we are holding this bootcamp. I'll talk about that. Then time and duration. I also talk about the time and duration of this bootcamp, which all of you need to know, but I believed you all know. Then I'll advise you on some best practices, which I think you need to adopt from the beginning of this bootcamp, which is today, so that these best practices will help you to get through this. And believe me, it's something that if you apply that, uh, you will actually get all the benefits we are anticipating at the end of this bootcamp. Okay, so we'll have question and answer and then conclusion. But after these best practices, we're going to have our this class. That is what we're going to talk about. So that one will have its own outline. So that why I didn't talk about it here. So, but you will have that later. Okay, about the bootcamp, you already know that this bootcamp is just a nationwide. We put nationwide on it before we only put graduates, so that some people would think that, okay, we're only targeting some people, not the other. No, we're targeting nationwide. That is everybody that is a graduate and is interested to start a career in tech can join the bootcamp. So this bootcamp will focus more on IT employability skills. IT employability skills. I'll talk about the different types of IT skills that we have also. We'll talk about that. But IT employability skills are skills that will get you a job, are skills that if you have such skills, you will get a job, irrespective of your profession, irrespective of your skills, irrespective of whatever you studied, you will get a job. And one thing about this IT employability skills that we are going to discuss today is that if you have these skills, then you can work almost anywhere you might find yourself. You can work in as much as a place that needs someone with what can I say, that needs someone with computer skills, or that needs someone with know-how skills. You have such skills to work there. The only thing maybe you will not have maybe is something that they have their specific something to do, which once you were put through, you can go ahead and work on that. So this is what we are going to discuss about. So most of what we are going to teach you are things you might find in office spaces, are things you might find in the organizational structures, and the rest. So these are the IT skills we are going to discuss. There are skills, okay, I'll talk about that when we reach there. But these skills we are going to talk about are skills that will get you a job, like I said. So let's talk about that. So that's all about this IT. And believe me, this IT will the bootcamp we already told you that the bootcamp will last for 10 weeks, and we're going to uh keep taking the classes up till the end of it, and that's when we are going to call it uh 8 day. So that's about the bootcamp. And like I already told you, the bootcamp is free. So I know nobody will go somewhere and collect somebody's money just for him to be part of the bootcamp. I believe that. But the bootcamp is absolutely for free. It was organized by My Technology, that is my company. And I'm the one to take the classes with the support of some of my staffs. Also, because I'm not saying that all the classes I'm going to take them, but I know maybe sometimes I might be busy, but someone will take the class with you. So that's about the bootcamp in just short, but you will know more about it and the rest. So what do you need to know about IT skills? There are things that you need to know about IT skills. Some skills in IT will get you a job. There are certain skills that are meant for job. So when you have such skills, you get a job, you can be hired to work for some people and the rest. These are skills on their part. And these skills uh, are not exactly the same with the other skills that if you learn them, you will not get a job. There are some IT skills that you will not get a job, believe me, because they are not the skills that are needed in workspace. They are not skills that are needed. And some people are learning such skills, which believe me, you will not get a job in that. I've been reviewing some of the CVs of our people and the rest. Believe me, most of the CV, I don't want to cite example with anybody's CV some most of the time, but some of the CVs, if you look at the CVs, the person cannot get any job, any meaningful job. There is no way the person can get the job. Why? Because by looking at the job, the only work maybe you have done, uh, I'm sorry to say, I'm not saying this, but let me just say it. The only skills you have is maybe you are INEC observer for 2007 election, 2011 election, 2015 election. You are all INEC observer for all these years. And maybe you have, what can we say? You have, I can say maybe you have teaching practice. You see, these are some of the skills that if these are the only skills you have, like you are not observer, you work with beavers and the rest, it's not employability skills because if not for you to continue being INEC observer for the rest of your life, it will be difficult for you to get any job that fit within that skills that you have. So there are many of these skills. I don't want to mention some because I don't want uh some people to just feel, for you to feel derelict or something like that. I don't want that. But we'll talk about that. But what we are going to teach you are the skills that we will get with the job. So these skills that will get you a job are the skills that will get you a proper job, of course. And you will end up as an employer or a manager. These skills, if you learn them, yes, you can be hired as an employer, or you can be uh, a manager on your own. You can stand on your own to start your own company to help people. That will happen to the graduates employability skills bootcamp participant of this 1.0 that we have done. Some of them, yeah, are getting jobs on their own. Now they are getting some jobs, some side jobs. They'll just call you that, yeah, they got some schools that give them to do uh, automation, to automate this report sheet for them, to do this for them. They are getting schools. Some will tell you that they were hired by some company to type this or to do this for them. This is how it is. So you can be on your own to start your own hustle or to start your own business or company, or you can be hired like that. So this is what the skills are. So you can be hired as an employee of somebody, or you can be employer to hire other people. Then also you will get a job and enjoy several promotion from this position to this position with these skills. So that's one thing about these skills. So you will get promotion from this to this position to this position using the skills. Because even if you were hired as a beginner or as an intern with these skills that you have, once you start showcasing the skill, believe me, you will get promoted because only few people that knows these skills and know how to work with these skills. You'll be very surprised there are lots of people that don't know how to work with PowerPoint. There are many skills that doesn't know how to work with Excel. There are many skills that doesn't know how to work with even Microsoft Word. There are many people. Even in a lot of organization, if you go there, you will find a lot of people that doesn't know how to do that. That's why lots of ministries, agencies, and a lot of government parastatals are taking their works to business centers for people to do it for them since they cannot do it by themselves. So that's one thing about that. So you'll get a multiple promotion with these skills because they are the skills that are needed. So, but this uh other skills that will not get you a job, if you learn these skills, you will not get a job at all because the skill doesn't fit in into any job requirements. The skill will not fit into any job requirement. That's one thing about that. They will not fit into any job requirement. So you'll not get a job with the skills, believe me. So that's why some of the people are learning things that are, are not kind of what is needed from them. So at the end of the day, you'll end up just kind of copy and pasting maybe content, going to chat GPT and just creating things and pasting for people. That's what you'll end up doing. But believe me, for you to get a job with such skills, it will be very, very difficult. And also, you can get a job, but you will be sacked. Yeah, you can get a job with the skills, maybe, but believe me, you will be sacked because the skills are not needed anymore, maybe, or maybe they are one-time skills. So when maybe you just did what you want to do, they will just sack you because you are not a team player within the office space. So that's for this. And also you will get a job, but not what you deserve or think. Yeah, you will have the skills, but for you to get the job, seriously, you will not get what you think. And this type of skills, I'm sorry, there are skills that some of the people even go outside Nigeria to study it and come back to Nigeria because they are not the skills that speaks to the context of Nigeria. That what we are going to teach you. We are going to teach you the skills, the contextual IT employability skills that you need in Nigerian space. So that's what we are going to teach you. So that's why many of people that go outside Nigeria to study computer or and other things. If you come back to Nigeria, it will be very difficult for you to belong. It will be very difficult for you to fit within the Nigerian space. So, but uh, we'll talk about the skills that will make you, kind of relevant to the context. That's the skills we are going to discuss in this. Okay, please, 2 minutes. Okay, I'm sorry. Something just came up. Okay, so these are the different types of IT skills that we have, and don't get surprised. Most of the time, like I said, if somebody goes somewhere and someone can be like I said, someone can be very good in IT, but if the skills the person learned is not are not employability skills, it will be very difficult for the person, to get uh, a job in Nigeria. Okay, so another thing on this skills that will not get you a job, you'll get a job but end up with a very low position for the rest of your life. Yeah, you can get the job, but you'll remain static in that particular position. Maybe you are just IT support person. For the rest of your career, you will remain IT support person. That's the end. Because even if you were taken to a program or to any department within the maybe organization or within the company or within the ministry, you will not do anything there. That's the only thing you can do is that support, IT support that you can render and the rest of it. So that's it. But we'll talk about that. You will see this. Okay, I'm sorry. I just have some network issues. So I'm sharing back my screen. If you can see, let me know. Can you all see my screen, please? Can you all see my screen? Okay, yeah, yeah, thank you. So now what we are going to talk about, we are going to talk about what to expect in this boot camp. So I want you to have this or to write it down. Maybe at the end of these 10 weeks that we are going to spend together, you will ask yourself, okay, have we meet the expectation, or we did not meet the expectation, or we exceeded the expectation? So you need to have this at the back of your mind. One thing about this, what I'm going to talk about is this bootcamp will be 100% hands-on uh, activities. All what we are going to do are going to be 100% hands-on activities. So in this case, you should take it as back of your mind. What to expect is that everything is going to be 100% hands-on. So don't expect me to give you handouts. Don't expect me to give you slides. Don't expect me to give you anything other than you to watch the videos and also to maybe practice what you have learned. I'm not giving anything, and I never give handout to anybody. And all you need to is to write what you want to learn, practice what we have done. That's how it works, and that's what you should expect. So some of you don't even ask me, where is the handout, where is the slide? I don't give that, and I will not give it to anybody. So it's going to be 100% hands-on. And also, you're going to learn employability skills. So what we are going to teach you, our focus, even if we take a particular tool, for example, we say we are going to learn this tool. Some of you will say that we did not talk about this, we'll not talk about that. Yeah, go and learn whatever you want to learn there. But what we are going to teach you, we are going to teach you something that you will work in office space, something that you will work with in an office space, something that you will use in an office space. That's what we are going to teach you. So we're not going to teach you maybe business center things, or we're not going to teach you cafe things. No, we are going to teach you employability skills, IT skills. That's what we are going to teach you. So if you see us teaching something, maybe something like that or something like, please, if it doesn't sound to what you want, just don't worry. We are teaching you employability skills. Don't forget that. Another thing is you should expect a weekly mini projects. That's what we call it. Yeah, we can call it assignment, but it's a weekly mini project. That's what we call it, because all what we are going to give you to do as a project or as a weekly uh, assignment is something that you will build your CV with. It's something that you will build your CV with it. So you can put it, if you can even capture it in your CV that you have done this, you have learned this, or you have created this, is something that you will capture in your CV. Because most of the graduates in Nigeria, like I said, the only working experience they have is teaching practice, CWS, and INEC observers. That's the only thing that they have. Most of them, that's what they have. Only few will tell you maybe they have something else, but you need to have something, you need to have working experience, something that will capture the eyes of people in order for them to hire you. Something that will tell them you have done something useful, something very good in your life, something that is worth employing you. So that's what it is, and that's what we the mini project will speaks to. So please, I'm highly appealing to you. Please do this mini project. It's going to be like about 10 of them, week 1 to week 10. So it's going to be 10 of this 10 mini project that you are going to do. In as much as you did them, believe me, is something that is worth putting in your CV, and is something that you too, you will love to have it in your CV. So that's it about this. Another thing that you should expect. So another thing also to expect is a field work. This is something that we adopted during our previous boot camps and internships. We started taking people, sending people to, uh, you know, um, we, I'm sorry, please. You should expect a field work. You should expect a field work. We'll send you to field work for you to conduct maybe a data capturing survey and do a lot. You're going to do all that by yourself to develop the questionnaire, using different tools and also to collect data by yourself. So these are the things. These are the things that you should expect. Also, another thing you should expect, this issue of field work, you should expect. So all this, put them, please, and you can write them down. These are the expectations you should have. And we're going to cover all of this. We're going to cover all of this in this bootcamp. So another thing I will talk about is our sole aim. Our sole aim is for us to equip you with the employability skills. That's number one. And also working experience. Yeah. Also for you to have working experience. That's why I said issue of this employability, issue of this field work and all the mini projects are things you need to capture in your CV, are things you need to have in your CV, showing what you have done, so showing what you can do. So it's not only your CV to show what you can do, it also needs to show what you have done. Just showing what you can do will not suffice. You need to show you have done it before. You have the experience. That's it. And that's another thing that we are aiming to achieve. Another thing also is for you to know how and stand out. So for you to know these are the employability skills needed from you, and for you to stand out of many graduates that we have who doesn't have these types of skills. Because believe me, most of the people doesn't even they don't even know these skills existed, or they knew the skills but they don't know how to use them and they did not focus more on learning them. There are skills like always telling people this. I used to tell people many people will just are belittling the skills, are just taking the skills just like that. They don't even care about the skill, while they are the skills that matters. But a lot of people doesn't care. Someone will just come to, I want to learn software development. You just laugh. You just laugh. Yeah, you learn to learn, go and learn. But in Nigerian context, it's not much of what is needed for you to get a job in Nigeria. I'm not saying don't go and learn that, but I'm just telling you these skills, you need to have them. Any other skills that you want, these employability skills you are going to learn, any other IT skills you need to learn, you have to learn this first before any other IT skills. Because when you have this first in you, then believe me, you are good and you are okay. So any other skills you want to learn, go and learn software development, go and learn data analytics, go and learn whatever you want to learn further, go and learn them. But these are things that you need to learn first in your life. So that's another thing. And also we want you to be ready-made. So after this boot camp, believe me, after that boot camp, there are lots of people that get jobs, we know. And even you, we believed after this, you can get a lot of you'll be ready for many jobs and ready for many interviews and ready to work anywhere you might find yourself. So we want you to do that. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is the time and duration of this. So I made a mistake in this. So your class is going to be every uh, Tuesday, not Monday. I made a mistake. So please, it's every Tuesday. That's when we are going to have your class. So every Tuesday we are going to cover what you are going to cover for the entire week. Every Tuesday, and it's going to be by 9 p.m. So by 9 p.m., we'll have the class every Tuesday, 9 p.m. every Tuesday for 10 weeks. That's how it's going to be. So please schedule it and you should know that. And before I talk about these best practices, let me say this to all of you. Please, you see all this that I'm saying, we send this invitation to 150 people. And believe me, we have our rules. And the rules are very simple because doing that assignment, that weekly mini project is compulsory. Failure to submit yours at the stipulated time will automatically disqualify you. That's one thing about it. You will be disqualified automatically. Okay, we'll issue week one assignment maybe after today's class, maybe tomorrow or next tomorrow. Tomorrow, probably, we'll issue the week one assignment to you tomorrow. If you fail to submit it, maybe by the time we said, maybe it can be next Monday, for example, or something like that on Monday. Once you fail to submit it, don't even send any excuse or something like that. You will automatically be removed from the group. That's all. You are done. Some people, when I said this, many people will think it's not possible. No, we will pardon them. That's not how it works. Ask the women IT employability that we have done. There are about 500 women in the group, or 600. During our week one assignment, we remove about 300 of them. I don't care about the number of people. I don't care. I don't mind about that. One serious person is enough for me than to have maybe 1,000 unserious people. So if you want to do this right from today, please have it in your mind that you are ready to do this. You want to dedicate your time every for 10 weeks, every Tuesday, you want to dedicate your time to do this for the rest of these 10 weeks. And believe me, it's very simple. We'll take till the end of it. It's very, very simple. So please have it in your mind. Every week, any assignment we send to you to do, any mini project given to you, please try as much as you can to do it and submit it. That's one thing about it. And when it comes to this recording of class, of course, I'm recording the classes and I will share the recording with you when it is ready. So it's not a compulsory that I must share the recording with you, because there are people that will just be reluctant. They will not come to class. Immediately after 10 p.m., they will start, even while the class is holding, they will start sending me messages. Where is the recording? Please, let me remind all of you this. Please, nobody should ask me for the recorded classes. It's not it's just a privilege. If I get the time, I will put them together. I will share it with you. I will upload it. I'll share the link with you. But what I highly recommend to you, please be present whenever we have a class. Please come here and listen to it. We all have other things to do. Some of you will tell me they are busy. Believe me, I'm busier. But yeah, it's something that we made up our mind to do. So I suggest you too, you have to, at least whatever schedule might happen or whatever thing might come up, it's just once a week. You need to find a time to come and listen to whatever we are going to do, because the classes is not a guarantee you are going to have the recorded classes. Please, you should understand this. Someone was asking me 9 p.m. to what time? 9 p.m. to any time we finish the class. So I'm not saying maybe we are going to start 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. If we did not cover the outlines that we have for the week, what do you want us to do? Because everything is scheduled, but I can't tell you how many times it will take us to cover it. I cannot tell you that, but we are starting 9 p.m. to whenever we finish. So anytime you think you are okay with what you are learning, you can go. Yeah, I don't have issue with that. I don't care. We'll give you mini assignment, you do the assignment. And we have our cut-off marks after when we reach fifth weeks or sixth week of the boot camp. Once you did not reach the cut-off marks that we want, which normally we take 80% of it. Once you did not reach that, we'll remove you in the group also. You are automatically disqualified. So this is the only thing that is kind of serious in this. If you like, just go ahead. You can do it. It's very simple. The assignment is what we have done in this today. Whatever we are going to cover today is what we are going to ask you in the assignment. So there is nothing new. Whatever we gave you, we treated it. If you watch the video, you will even see it. So that's it. So let me advise you on these best practices after saying this. What I'll advise you is, first of all, do not assume you knew it all. That's one thing that will advise you. Please, you are here to learn this. If you think you knew it all, what I'll advise you is to go. But what we are going to teach you, we're going to teach you things that we know in reality, and we have been teaching people. This is not the first time. We teach thousands of people on this, and we are seeing the result of that. So don't assume you knew it also, that you will not miss single something or something that is very important. You will not miss it. So that's one thing that I want you to understand. But if you assume you need it all, we'll come here and discuss something. This is what happened to a lot of people. Someone will miss week one, week two. When we reach week three, we are doing something. Someone will start asking you what we have done in week one. And the person is not attending the classes or is not focusing on the classes, but he just come to week 3 and he want us to go back to week 1 and tell him what we have done. So if you want to follow everything, follow it from the beginning till the end, please. Also, make sure you follow all the classes. I advise you to follow all the classes because everything we are going to learn are going to be changed from week 1 up till the end of this boot camp. Do not move to the next until you are good with the previous ones. So don't move to the next class until you are okay with the previous one. Please don't do that. Don't skip the weeks. So we are in week 5. You just skip week 2, week 3, and you just jump to week 5. Please don't do that. Even if you are watching this video, please make sure you watch it the way it comes. Maybe week 1, week 2, week 3, up to week 10. Don't assume or don't skip any week so that you will not miss something. Oh, I'm saying something, you'll not understand what I'm saying there because you missed some classes. And also make sure you did all the assignments by yourself. Now we are building you. I'm not giving you any prize. I'm not giving you anything. It's just for me to disqualify you when you did not reach the cut-off marks. So do this on your own. Because when you are going to be hired by people, it's not like school assignment that somebody did the assignment for you. No, please do it on your own. Now we are building you. You are the one we are trying to groom. We are grooming you. We are not grooming anybody. And this thing that we are doing it from the beginning. Everybody here, I know most of you have masters, most of you have degree in computer, most of you are in this. Yes. So, and we are starting everything together afresh. Even me, I will relearn it with you afresh. So just do everything by yourself. If you try the assignment, you cannot do it. Please rewatch the video. Don't stress yourself. I used to advise people in this before you attempt any assignment, make sure you watch the video or make sure you practice the classes. You practice the classes, you understand everything, you are okay with it, you practice it, then you attempt the assignment. If you go back to the assignment and you think you cannot do it, go back to the class. Watch it if the video is available. If it is not available, go back to practice. If you cannot do it, ask someone do it. Even now, after this, I know I'll give you your own class rep. There will be a class rep. 2 people will be class reps. So you can form your own group somewhere where you will go there and chat there by yourself. Because this group, I'll not open the group for anybody to talk, but you are free to go there and open your own group there. So the class rep will paste the group link in this main group. So all of you will go there. If you have something you need to discuss, go there and discuss it there. So that's how it works. But do it by yourself. Don't feel you don't know it. No, nobody knows it as it is now. We are trying to start afresh. So do your assignment by yourself. Okay. So that's another thing. So the next thing, and be serious in this test 10 weeks, not 15. So be serious in this 10 weeks. And if you do not understand, give it time and learn it and keep learning. Like I said, give it time. Don't rush it. Don't push yourself. If you did not understand what we have done, don't worry. Watch it or practice it, you'll understand it. So this is it. And what we are going to cover in this uh, boot camp from the beginning till the end. What we are going to cover is we are going to cover uh, 4 things in this, which we are going to cover Microsoft Word. We are going to cover, not cover it entirely. Don't, if I say cover, don't expect everything. Now, the employability skills in that, we are going to cover it. And we are also going to talk about PowerPoint. We're going to talk about Excel. We're going to talk about data collection tools. We'll teach you data collection tools of, the survey, all the ODK, Kobo Collect, and that tools. We are going to teach you Google Form. We're going to teach you that. We're going to teach you other things that has to do with how you can do create your maybe CV. I'll guide you on all that, how to construct your CV and all that. All these are the things we are going to cover in this 10 weeks. But now what we are going to talk about tonight, what we are going to cover Microsoft Word tonight. Now, that's what we are going to cover. So all this that I've been talking right from 9 p.m. of this 40 minutes I've been talking, I was talking about they are all introduction to this. But this is exactly where we are going to start this boot camp. So I think we can take like 5 minute recess to just clear our heads. Then we resume after 5 minutes. But I'm not going to cut up the class, so I'll leave it like this. But yeah, you can rest. Me, I have to rest. So I catch my breath, and then I'll come back. So after like maybe to like just stay close, maybe like 3 minutes, I can feel like I'm okay to continue. I can come back after maybe 3 minutes or 2 minutes, then we can continue from where we stopped. Thank you. And also, yeah, if you have question, please drop your question in the chat. If you have any question, especially related to what I've discussed so far. So if you have question, you drop it. And if you don't, then it's okay. When I come back, then we'll just get ahead and start with this. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are going to start with to have introduction to Microsoft Word, which I believe everybody knows Microsoft Word, but let's assume nobody knows Microsoft Word. So Microsoft Word is just a software developed by Microsoft company. They are the office tools developed by Microsoft company, which the package tools, all the tools are meant for office works. What the tools are meant for. There are 11, there are 11 of them. All the tools are meant for office works. The Microsoft Word, the PowerPoint, the Excel, the Publisher, Group, Outlook, OneNote, and the rest. All these are the tools in the package developed. It's Microsoft that developed them. So Microsoft Word purposely was meant for creating documents, for you to create text documents. That's what it is meant for. So what we are going to look at in this Microsoft Word, because it's the tool that, one thing about it, everywhere in the world, everybody is using Microsoft Word. You can find it anywhere. Nobody can say, I can't use Microsoft Word or something like that. No, you can use it. And there are things, a lot of things you can use in this Microsoft Word, which what we are going to cover, and most of the things you can do with it is text customization, text editing, documents creations, documents designing, automations. All these are things you can do in Microsoft Word. I said about I talk about automation somewhere when some people were like, "What? How can you automate something in Mic?" Yeah, you can do automation in Microsoft Word to automate a lot of things. And I believed, yeah, o- o- I think we will teach you this automation from what I'm thinking. I think we covered automation in that grade. Don't worry. After this class, I will ask to see if I covered that automation in the previous class. Maybe we'll teach you this automation. We'll definitely teach you that. And this automation is something that, yeah, we'll teach you this automation. I think I teach them how to create letters. I don't know. Because with this automation, for example, let me tell you what this automation can do in Microsoft. Maybe I want to print letters for 100 people or 2,000 people or even 10,000 people. I don't need to keep writing their names and their address and their phone numbers and whatever in the document. All I need to is just to automate that within one click, and all the letters will be created by in the same place, and all I need to is just to print. So it's one of the magic of this Microsoft Word. And once you know how to do this, believe me, in office where these people can take like 2 weeks trying to print letters for 100 people, you can do that within a within short period of time. So I think we'll look at this automation. But yeah, we'll look at this text customization, text editing, document creation, the document designing tonight. We'll cover all that. But when it comes to this automation, I think we'll just kind of give it time. We'll just kind of give it time and see what we can do. Okay. Um, Okay, so yeah, someone said my voice is breaking. Please, can you assist in that? Someone said my voice. Yeah, I please can you hear me? Someone said my voice is kind of breaking. I don't know. So can you? Yeah, so maybe it's your from your network. Yeah. So it's from your network, Shehu Abubakar. I think it's from your network. So some of you said they can hear me. So yeah, it's okay. It's from your network. Yeah, thank you for that. Let's continue. So after saying all this that we are going to cover in this, so you can write them down. This is what we are going to cover: the text customization, text editing, document creation, document designing. All these are things we are going to cover. So, but will cover four of them tonight. Then maybe the rest will cover them maybe next week, and we'll see what we can. Yeah. So after saying this, then I'm going to open my my Microsoft Word because, like I told you, everything is hand on 100% is hands on. So I'm opening my document now, so that we can start. So let me hover over there. So I believe you all have Microsoft Word in your system. If you don't, please uh, get somewhere to go somewhere to get it, or please try to uh, kind of install it on your computer. If you don't know how to, don't worry. With 500, someone can do it for you anywhere you take it. Or you can go somewhere and buy the discs. The discs will be 300, 200, 500. Just install it on your computer. Yeah, but you need Microsoft Word. Seriously, you need it. Okay. So yeah, it is. This is how it's going to look like when we open it. This is what it looks like. So before we start anything, I'll just take you through some few interface, how the interface looks like for you to understand. Like I said, it's just something we are assuming nobody knows everything, but don't worry, I'll take you through everything the best I can so that we can you can follow everything along. Even if it is first time you are in this and you'll understand this. So we have menu bars. All these are the menu bars. And we also have top menu bars as you can see them on top here. But don't worry about the top menu bars. Let's talk about the menu bars alone. So we have the file, the home, the insert. You can click on it, the draw, the design, the layout, references, mailings, review, view, help, and Acrobat. Don't worry, I'm using the latest 365 Microsoft version. So, but some of you, maybe you can be using 2019, you can be using 16, you can be using 13, 10. 7, but it's all okay. Don't mind yourself. Don't worry. It's all okay. It's all the same. Whatever we're going to do, most of what we are going to do is going to be the same with any version that you are using. So don't worry and don't stress yourself. Okay. So under home, you see in each of the menu bar, there are things under it. And as we go through, I'm not going to start talking about all of this. As we continue working with it, you see where we'll find something and where to get something to use inside the document. And this is our sheet, like we call it page one. This is like our page one, sheet one. So that's how it is. So what you know, on anything we have, all these that we have under any menu, we'll talk about that as we are working with it. You will see that. So what we are going to start first, let's start by learning how to create a document. Learning how to create a document is something that will help you to uh, learn how to archive your things because I used to teach people this issue of archiving and the issue of uh, trying to put your files in order because it's something that some of you that might be getting interviews in administrative positions or even HR positions or managerial positions. These are the skills that you might be asked on how to archive files and the rest. So this issue of document creation, you need to understand it. It's just for me to show you how to save files, put them in the folder, do this, do that. That's how it works. So please learn this, understand how to do this. So to do that, whenever you open it, just click Control S. That's for the shortcut of saving. Or you go to File. When you go to File, you click Save As. Then you click on Browse. So when you click on this browse, this is where you save your files. So go ahead and save your files with the name that you want to save it with. Any file you save it with the name that is relevant to the file. Maybe it's the list of the participant of this bootcamp. Then I can say list of bootcamp participants. For example, or graduates bootcamp 2.0 participant, or list of this, list of that. That's what I can say. Or maybe it is a document that maybe is a letter or application or CV, you save it, curriculum vitae or something like that. So anything, anything you want to save it, please go ahead and save it with the name that you want. So the best practice is saving files if there is two words or two or more words in it. For example, maybe it's curriculum vitae, for example. The best practice is not for you to put a space, it's for you to put underscore. That is for you to hold your shift and click where that dash is in front of zero on your alphanumerical keys on your keyboard. And I believe you all understand what this alphanumerical keys is. I'm sorry, this is not a basics class because we are talking about, it's not a basic class. But yeah, you can learn all those keys on computer. We have numerics, we have alphanumerics, and we also have different type of keys on keyboard. So that's what you put underscore. And I believe you all know how to put this underscore because it's not the basic computer skills that we are training. It's just employability skills I'm training you in. So this is how you save a file with with two or more words in it. So you put underscore. And if there is a folder, you need to save it in the folder. Issue of this folder, let me advise you in this. Some people used to save their files within a year. That is year they are, for example, when it is 2025, immediately 2025 comes, they just create a folder and write 2025 on the folder. Any work they did in 2025, that work will falls under that 2025 folder. And inside that 2025 also, you can create something else in the 2025. You can call it anything you want in the folder. You can call it that and you can call it this. That's how you save it. So you create a folder inside a folder with the file name so that you are archiving your files so that it will not be scattered anywhere. So when people come, or even you when you come to kind of do a lot of things, you will know where to find your file. So please learn how to save a file with the correct name, and you save it accordingly the way it's supposed to. So that's all what I want to say. So if you want to create a folder, just create a new folder, then you save the name. Maybe you are working for a particular department, or a particular client, or a particular school. You save the folder with the name of the school. So that any work related to that school, you go to that folder with the name of the school, you bring out the document and you do whatever you want with it. So this is what I want you to understand related to this document creation. So I believe you know how to do this. So, but I'm not going to save this with this. I'm going to say maybe nationwide graduates IT bootcamp. So I'll save it like this. I'll even say 2_0. So I'll just save it like this so that it will be a document we created so far. Okay, so I should not have saved it in my on my cloud storage, but it's okay. I just save it there. So this is it. We just created the file. You see, this is how the file is supposed to look like, and this is the official and professional way of saving a file. Whenever your file looks like this, people understand that you know what you are doing, and this is how you save a file like this. Please understand this and learn how to do that from today. So the next thing is let's look at the document, document how to customize a text customization. Let's look at that. So for the text customization, I'm going to just create some text. Don't worry. So that we'll customize this text together. So let me create like 40 paragraphs, for example. So it's just a text like this that we have, and sometimes text will be given to you anyhow. You need to customize that text. You need to make it looks great. You need to make it looks awesome and the rest. So that's what it is. So now what we are going to do, first of all, if you look at this text, once look at this text, you know that it's not well customized. It's not okay. The text is not okay, and we need to make it looks okay. We need to align it. We need to put whatever it is. We need to change the font style. We need to change the size. We need to change anything we want. We need to do that. So that we make it looks perfect. And that's something that you need to learn how to do. And that's something you need to uh learn how even if you are typing it. So I didn't type this, I just create this. So even if it is a typing, you are typing a text. Once you are finished with the typing, just start customizing the text and start doing uh the customization to make the text looks great. So first of all, if I'm customizing the entire text, maybe now we have like 5 pages. If you scroll down, you see we have like all these pages with the text. So maybe I want to apply the customization across all the text that we have here. Then I will just highlight everything like this. That is to put Control A. That's for the highlight. Or I'll just come here from the beginning of it. When my cursor turn into this eye, as you can see, then I'll hold my left click and scroll down up till the end of the text like this. That means I highlighted everything. Then I start the customization when I after I highlighted everything. So first of all, you see this is the default font style that I set on my Microsoft Word, but yours can be anything else. But this is where you change your font style. You know, sometimes when you are writing letter or you are doing project, you all know when you are doing project in school, you were told to use a particular font style, maybe Times New Roman, 14 size, double line space, this and that. So this is where you change the font style that you have. So we have a lot of different font style, and font style is the style of the text that you have. So now if you come here, as I just scroll down, you see all these are you see how it's changing. You see the text is changing. So you come down here and select any one you want. You see, you just select it. But the official one used by people is either Arial or Times New Roman. That's the official ones. But depending on what document you are creating or organization you are working for, different companies, different organizations, different ministries are having adopted a particular font style that they are using. So please, you should know this. They adopted a particular font style. Like even different professions, even different professions. For example, engineers, lawyers, medical doctors, even different professions has their own font style. The last training I did is for lawyers. I did the training for MBAs. So of course, yeah, I'm a lawyer. That why I know all that. I know that as a lawyers, we have our font style, we have our font size, we have our this. I all know that. But some of the people that we are doing the trade, they are not aware of that. But they are the official font style meant for all legal documents. Any legal drafting you are going to do, any legal document you are going to create, you must follow that procedure. You must follow that to do it. So that for it. So for now, let's just use this Times New Roman, and that's it. So when you do that, you just change the font style. So for the font size, you come here, you can select any one you want. When you click here, you can select all this. You see, for the font style, you can select any one. You can put it 10, 11, 12, 14. Anyone you like, go ahead and put anyone you like. So let's make it 14, and you see the size has been increased. So another thing is for this bold, italic, and underline. So yeah, I'll do that for the heading. So now let me leave it like this. So the next thing is for the justifying. You see now we want to justify this text because this line and this line and this line are not together, are not in the same line. This line and this line and this line are not in the same line. This line, how can I justify that? How can I make the lines to be in the same line? How can I stretch the line to be in the same space? How can I do that? So for us to do that is just for you to come here and click on this justify, or you just click on Control J. Or you click on what? Control G. So you click on Control J, which stands for justify. It will just stretch the line and makes everything to look like this, and the lines will look okay, and that's how it is. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is, so you see, sometimes you will be asked to put double line space. So if you want to do double line space or single line space, you need to come here. Then you will see this one. This one, as you can see, stand for single line space. And we also have 1.15 line space, which is shortcut for it is Control Q. And we also have this 1.5, and we also have this 2.0. 2.0 stand for double line space. So whenever you were asked to put double line space, you put this 2.0. That is Control 2. That's Control 2, the shortcut for the double line space. But let me say this to you, please. The official line space that you can put place is 1.5. That's the official one. That's 1.5. So you put 1.5 line space. Please understand all this. So there is something that you need to understand when it comes to this Microsoft Word issue of this adding a paragraph before and after, adding a space before and after a paragraph. Let me talk about this. By default, Microsoft Word is adding a space after every paragraph. That's why you see there is a space like this. You see this a space between this paragraph and this paragraph. This and this, there is a space. By default, Microsoft Word added that. Let me highlight all and remove it, and you see something. Now, if I remove it, there is no space between them. This paragraph and this paragraph, there is no space between them. So if I highlight it all, maybe I want to add a space after paragraph, then it will be here. If I want to add it before paragraph, then it will be here. So that's how it is. But by default, you add it after paragraph. Then there will be a space after every paragraph that you created. This is how it's going to look like. Okay, so the next thing is, let me just show you how to create for this. For example, I want to create introduction. Then I'll go ahead and write introduction. So when I click on this introduction and I highlight it, I want to show you how to bold it. You make it too thick that you see I just bold it. That is to click on this B, or to click on Control B to make it bold, or to click on Control I to make it italic. You see how it looks like, or to put this Control U, this Control I for the italic, Control U for the underline, that is to underline it. So this is how you can do that. So all these are things you should learn and know how to do it inside Microsoft Word. Another thing is for you to change the color. You see this A, that's where you change the font color. So I can change any color that I want. I can put this. You see, I change the color. I can come back here and take any color I want. I change the color like this to make it looks like this. So please try to understand all this and try to know how to do all this customization. The next thing is for me to show you how to align your text in Microsoft Word. The alignment, we have the left, the right, the centralized. So for the left is automatically this Control L for the left alignment, and we have Control E for the centralized. We have Control R for the right alignment. So now, as you can see, this is where I just click them. And if you want, you can click on it here, or if you want, you can just use shortcut for that. Control E for the centralized, Control R for the right alignment, and Control L, sorry, and Control L for the what? For the left alignment. Another thing you need to understand here in Microsoft Word is sometimes you can delete a particular text which you don't want to delete, but later on you realize you want it back, you want it to be back. Let me just bold this and italic. Let me make it like this. Maybe mistakenly I delete this and I want it to be back. That's where Control Z comes in. So you just click on Control Z. Maybe after I bring it back and I don't need it anymore, then I'll click Control Y to redo it. That is Control Z to undo and Control Y to redo. Okay. So these are the things I'm just trying to explain, all things that are very relevant to you. And in order for you to print something, you need to come under File. You see where print is, click on print. go ahead and print whatever you want to print, and that's how you print your document. Or you click on Control P to print it. And you all know copy and paste. I don't need to teach you copy and paste anymore. You all know this copy and paste. So I don't need to teach you this. So copy and paste is just for you to highlight whatever you want to copy like this. You copy it and then you paste it wherever you want to paste it. And that's what this copy and paste is all about. So uh, that's what I think I will talk about, all this customization, text customization. I think that's all what I'll talk about it so far. Let's continue. So the next thing is just designing, how to design a document. Designing a document has to do with two things, either inserting a text box or creating a table. And I'm going to show you all these two things together so that you will learn how to do that. The first thing I'm going to teach you is inserting a table, and I'll insert it inside this document. To insert a table, you need to go to insert. I told you that we have the menu bar. So you need to go to insert under menu bar, click on it, and you will see a table like this. Click on this here, and you need to ask yourself, how many columns and how many rows are you going to have in your table? For example, I'm going to have, let's say, 3 columns and 4 rows. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I will come down 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to have 3 columns and 4 rows. That's what I want. So whenever you want to create a table, you need to ask yourself, what are the rows you need to have? What are the columns you need to have? So that you create it like that. So when I do this, all I need to is just click OK. And don't worry, even if you want to add another column, maybe after I created for the 4 columns, I realize I need 5. I can come here at the end, or maybe let me show you this. Maybe I create SN, names, states, maybe qualification. Then I realize I need LGA, or I need gender before state. So I can come here in state, right click here, go to insert, then I will insert a new column from the right hand side. So I'll just click here, insert column to the right. So it's create another column, then I'll call it gender. So this is how, even if you did not put the column or the row, you can go ahead and do it like this. It's something you can try to create. So this is it, and this is how you can create that. Okay, so the next thing is just for you to type whatever you want to type inside this. Just go ahead and type whatever you want to type. Go ahead and do that. And let me show you how to merge and center these cells. So if you want to merge 2 or more of the cells, you can highlight them like this, right click on them and click on merge cells. So you see, I merge these cells. Whatever I write is going to go across this, because I just merged them together. I'll put it at the center and write whatever I want to write like this, because I merge the cells. So this is what this merge and center is all about. Okay, so if I want to bring it back, I'll just Control Z it, and it will be back like this. Please understand how to do all this, because in your assignment, you will be given assignment to create different documents, schedule of activities. You'll be asked to create agenda. You'll be asked to do a lot of things. Please understand all this that I'm showing you, so that when the assignment is given to you, you will think that I show you how to do this and I show you how to do that. Okay, so you can also highlight all this. You can highlight your header in this and come back to customize it the way we customize that introduction. You can center it, you see, I just put it at the center. And you can also increase like this or decrease the column. So you see, I come to the edge of it. When you come to the edge and it turns like this, so you can just decrease it like this, and you can also increase it the way you want. You see, like this, if I want, I can increase it. I can increase it. I can do the same here. So all that you can go ahead and increase it. And that's how your table is supposed to look like, for it to fit the data that is going to be inside it. That's how it's going to be. You need to arrange it and make it looks okay. And the rest. Please learn how to work with this table carefully, because there are lots of things you'll be asked to do, especially during interview and the rest. Uh, issue of creating agenda, creating schedule of activities, creating a plan, maybe monthly plan, weekly plan, or something like that. All that are things you need to learn how to create. 8. Okay. So this is one thing about this document. And another thing, maybe if I want to add a next column, you can come to the end of this and click on tab. It will create new column for you. Or you can come here and just right click and just go to insert. Then you insert from the what below, not above. Insert row below. So if you want to insert a row above, then you go here and insert a row above. So above and below is there for you in Microsoft Word to do. But in Excel is different thing. When we get there, and you will see how it works there also. Okay, so now this is it, and this is for the using this table. I think that's all what I will talk about in this. The next thing is for me to talk about the document customization. Another document designing way, which I told you we have two. We have either table or we can use a text box. So let's use the text box to do the next one. So you need to go back to insert. On that insert, you will go to shapes and you click on this text. You see this A, just click on this. Just click on this, then it will bring you to your document like this. Please just come here and just drag it like this. Hold your left click and drag it like this. When you drag it, don't worry, you can increase it, you can decrease it like this, you can increase it, you see, and you can move it anywhere you want to move it. You can go ahead and move it anywhere, you see. You can move it anywhere you want. You can take it anywhere. So in this, all I want to show you in this is what you can put inside this, because it's just a text box that you bring out and you put here. You can do a lot of things with this. Even if you want to create, for example, a letterhead, this is how you do that. And of course, let me show you how to even create the letter, because if I teach people how to do that, it helps them to learn how to create a lot of things when they learn how to do that letterhead with this. So what I'm going to do, maybe I'm just going to create a letterhead. So just write the name of the company or your name that you want to create the letterhead, because believe me, in your assignment, letterhead will comes on. So definitely we'll ask you to do that. So it's something that if you would like now, just watch this. It will be a bonus for you when you learn it. So first of all, I'm just writing this and I'll write the address. So let me increase this so that I can see what I'm typing. So I'll write the address. Okay. So I write the phone numbers like this. Maybe I'll write the email. So like this is it. And this is what I'm going to have uh, as this. So when I write this, and please understand this, this is the simplest way for you to do all this. I finish writing all this. The next thing is for me to start the customization, and I'm doing the customization one after the other. I will start with the what? With the name. So let me highlight them all. When you highlight them all, remove the space after paragraph. I'm removing that space after paragraph number one. So I'm highlighting the name alone, bolding it, then changing the color of it, maybe changing the style. Maybe I can use this, or I can use Arial black, but let me use Times New Roman. Then I'll increase the size. Maybe I'll use this, because I want to increase this so that the size will fit. So I will highlight all again to centralize everything. You see, in as much as I even centralize it now, it looks perfect. Someone will say, yeah, we are done with this, but let me just finish all this. So I'll highlight this. So I'll put the Times New Roman. So it's because of this that comes for, you see this underscore for the email and for this, I don't want it, and I want the color to be black also. So I'll highlight this all. Then I will go to underscore and remove it. Then it will remove the one that is here also. Then for the color, I will turn the color, all of it to be black. So everything I want it to be black. color. So that's all what I'm going to do for this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to decrease this. I'll make it like this, and I will click on the edge of my text box, and I'll go to shape format. Under this shape outline, I will click on it and I will say no outline, and that's all. So it looks like this is, it looks like I did not put any shape, any text box here, and I create something like this. And this is how it looks like. If you want to use other things, maybe to put the info to date, let's go ahead and bring another line. This is the line you need to bring. Just take it here. You can draw it like this if you want. You see, when I draw it, it look like this. Maybe it's not that straight. It's not a straight vertical line. You come here under this 0.0, make it 0. So it will make the line straight like this. If you want to increase the line, just click here and increase it. Then you bring it here. You see, just bring it here the way you want it. You can increase it again. You see, I increase the line like this. So I can do whatever I want. Maybe I want to put what did I say? I want to put the prom to and all that. So I'll go back to text box again, bring another one. So you can do it like this. Just put prom in here. I'll put to in here. I'll put date. I'll change the font style to Pristina, for example. This is what I want to use. Don't worry, all these font style, if you like, you can go ahead and learn how to use them. Then I will make it bold. I'll come here and arrange it like this. I will just rest it. I'll come here and put tab. When I click tab, tab is what is shifting all this for me. The way you see it here is tab that I use to just click tab to shift it like this. So I have my prompt to and also this. So I will click on the edge of my text box, go back to this shape format, click on this and click on no outline. So now I remove the outline and I put this. So this is it. And if you like, you can put another line to make it look awesome. That means I can increase the width of this line. So when you click on this line, you can increase the width of the line. So you can increase the width from here if you want to put something that is very thick, or you can right click here and go to the format shape. Under this format shape, you can increase the width of the line like this. So I can increase the width to be like this. Of course, then I can bring another line. Don't worry, I can bring another line to be very thin, so that this line will be thin and it's going to be under this. So I want them to have the same size. So this one is 8.4. I want this one also to be 8.4. So I want it to be 8.4. So I will do this 8.4. Press enter so that they will have the same line. So I will click here and just do it like this, and they are going to look the same thing. Or maybe if, okay, so you can click them. You see, I'm just clicking my forward space. You see, I'm clicking my forward space in order for me to what? To make it looks at the same age. So this is it. This is what we just created, or what we just developed. So if you like, let me just take this up and click my line here and click this line and this line also, because I want this line also to have the same color with the name that we have on top of there. So I'll come here, this line, I'll select this color. For the other one here under, if I want, I can put that color also, but let's just leave it like this. I think this looks awesome. So I'll come back to this shape, click on the edge of the line, then I'll bring it down. Then it looks like this. So this is how it looks like. So this is the way that you can do this. You can customize this, and it's not about this letter that I just show you. It's about a lot of document that you were asked to customize, because definitely we will give you document to customize. We'll give you some things to customize. We'll definitely give you that. So please know how to do this and know how to put everything the way it's supposed to be. The next thing I'll show you how to is how to put uh uh, 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 what do we call it? How to put logo, or how to affix a signature on document. That's what I will show you. That's the next thing. So to do that, all you need is to click anywhere on the document Just go to insert, go to image, and go to this device. So I'm going to put a logo on this document. I have one logo here. Let me click here. So this is the logo that I have. So once you put the image, just click on it and go to picture format. Under picture format, go to wrap text and select in front of text. So when you select this in front of text, you see the image will now going to be something you can move anywhere you want to move it. So now I will come here to the edge of it, to the from the edge, then I will reduce the size. You see, I'll reduce the size, I'll reduce the size. I'll come here and put the logo somewhere here. Then here, I'll come here and drag it this up to this side. You see, I drag it here. Sorry, let me increase this a little bit, and I'll put my logo here. So even if it is a signature, the same thing, you put this logo and you go to image format, you wrap it and you put in front of text. That's how you affix a signature. Please understand this. Please understand this so that you will not get confused in that. The only thing I think I should show you is how to remove background of signature, which I believe all of you knows how to do that. But let me assume you don't know how to do it. So I'm sorry, let me open my browser. Sorry. Let me open my browser. I'm sorry, I'm sharing my screen. So if you have a signature, you want to affix a signature, let me just go to remove.bg. You can just put remove.bg like this. Go to the website. That's the website where you go and remove background of any image or signature or something like that. So make sure you remove the background of your signature. So you can just use your hand now, just write, sign on a white sheet of paper. When you sign, just go to upload. And when you go to upload, it will ask you to upload the signature. Let's say this is a signature. Just click on the signature. For example, this is your signature. When you select the signature like this, it's going to remove the background of the signature. You see, this is how the signature is going to look like now without background. Just click download and you are good with that. So I think let's continue with, why is this? Let's continue. So this is it. This is how you affix this in the, on any document. Okay. So let me think, what next, what next, what next? Okay. So I think we have covered things we're supposed to learn in this, I think. But if you have a question, go ahead and ask your question so that I will respond to your question. If you don't, just you continue. Okay, someone was asking how to put a big line. It's just like, just come to the line, click on it. When you click on it, you right click. Then you go to format. Under format, you are going to see width. Then I increase the width. That's how I increased it, like that. Please, if you have a question, go ahead and ask your question in the chat. Ask your question, write your questions in the chat for us to save time and for us to move on. I didn't get the question, Bello Omar, how the line from the initial stage. Don't worry. We go to insert. I show you, you go to insert. When you click on these shapes, you will see the line, and that's how I designed the line. So even if the line looks like this, it's not straight, I show you how to make it straight. Just come here and just make this to 0. You click here, you turn it to 0. Now the line is straight, vertical. That's how it is. Someone was asking me, how do we automate in MS Word? I told you I will cover that. I will teach you that. That's what I said, I think. But I didn't tell you that I'm going to cover it tonight. How do we activate word prediction on our MS Word? I didn't get what you mean. I didn't get the answer, the question entirely. Please, can you don't worry about the page margins. Don't worry about that. Because even if you print preview it, let me just put the print preview. Okay, so even when you print preview it, look at how it looks like. Don't worry. That page margin is just for you to, it's when you want to, for example, if they put that margins because of binding and other things. But when you are creating this is how it looks like. You see, I've just put the printing. This is how your letterhead is going to print out. Exactly how it's going to look like when you print it. So if you want maybe to bind it, maybe you want to have another space on top, you need to take it down. Just take it down and have some space where you need to put the spiral binding there. Okay, this question of how do we, this thing, I asked him to, I don't understand the question. Someone was asking how to write introduction at right hand side. Yeah, yeah. By default, Microsoft Word English is English started from the right hand side by default. So when you are typing, you just click anywhere you write introduction. It will be at the right hand side. Even if it is at the left hand side, okay, okay. You said how to write it. Okay, at the right hand side. Okay, sorry. You need to write. Click on Control R, or you need to come here. Look at it when you highlight it. When you highlight it, you need to click here. This is the right. You see, right, centralize, left. That is Control L, R, and E. Okay, okay, I understand. Okay, the prediction is from my 365 version. Yeah, it's from my version. It's from my version. I understand what you mean. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, there is AI now. Yes, it's predicting what I want to write. Yeah. So it's because of my version. It's because of the version I'm using. So if you want, you can uh get it. You can pay and get it, or you can get it for free. I think you can even get it for free on I get into PC now. You can get it more for free if you want. But the one I'm using paid one because of my OneDrive and another Outlook's features that I'm using. Don't worry, time will come where all of you will purchase all this thing. You will stop using free versions. You will start using paid version because of the work you will be using or you will be doing. So that you will reach that stage where you will be using paid version of all these tools to work with it. I don't know. This Adobe expired and did not renew it. Was yeah, you're disturbing me. Okay. Please, if you have a question, you ask your question. I'm just looking at something to see if there is something I did not talk about so that when we ask you in your this assignment, you can be able to answer the questions. Please ask your questions, please. Go ahead and ask your questions. Please go ahead and ask questions, please. Yes, issue of watermark. Thank you for asking this. I'll show you how to put watermarks. Let me tell you, most of the people have no idea why watermark existed or when to use watermark. Let me tell you this. You see, watermarks is used as a security or as a way of showing confidentiality of document. Please, you should take note on this. Watermark is a way of showing a document is a highly confidential document. That why most of whenever you see a document with watermark, please sometimes when you read immediately you are done with reading of the letter, you just tear it or you burn it because it has that watermark showing you that please this is not for you to share it with anybody. It's highly confidential. That's why sometimes you see all these confidential document with watermark. They used to even read, did they call it redacted or something like that? Just put black ink on it to just remove some words, some all this, just for you to show you this document is highly confidential document. Okay. Let me show you how to put watermark. And please don't just go and just keep using watermark like a blank check like that. It's not, I told you, if a document is not confidential, don't put watermark. It's just for confidential documents. Yeah. So, this watermark, you need to come under design. When you come under design, you'll see watermark here. Just click it. It will open watermark for you. You see, that way, even what do we call it? Even the sample of what they give you on the watermark is two samples, confidential and do not copy. You see, these are the things to show you why you need to use watermark. But some people are using their names on watermark. Ahmed, Aminu Ahmed. Please, that's not what watermark is all about. It's to show a document or the sensitivity of a particular document. So to do that, all you need is to go to, when you click on watermark, go to custom watermark. Under this custom watermark, if you want to put a picture watermark, go ahead and put picture watermark. That is for you to put the logo, either logo of the company or logo of the organization, to show that this document belongs to this organization. So I can click on this to select the image and go ahead and put that. But let's start with this. Let's start with the text watermark. Okay, since picture is the first, let's start with the picture watermark. So when you click on picture, click on select picture. So I'm going to upload a picture from my computer, the same way I upload a picture on our letterhead. So I'm going from a file. So I'm going to browse, click on browse, then I will select the logo. So now I select the logo. So you see it's going to be wash out. That is, wash out is to make it blur like this. It looks like not that too cleared, but let me show you that. Let me click on applied. You see by default that is a logo now on our document. You see this, that is a logo on our document like this. So now if I want, I can make it 500%. You see, now it's 500%. That way it is bigger than even the document. Or I can make it 50%. Now it will look smaller within the document. Or I can make it auto. Then it will looks what? It looks like this, the way it is before. If I untick this wash out, it means I want the logo to be in its full color. That's why I remove the wash out. If I click here, I remove the wash out. Now it will looks fully thick the way it is. If I bring back the wash out, I click apply, it's going to look like this. So that's what this picture watermark is all about. For the text watermark, so you see it just put ASAP, or let me just call it confidential. So now I can change the font style. I'll just show you how to change the font style. Maybe I can put Arial black, or I can put Arial or Times New Roman. So I can put apply. So when you put apply, it's going to be diagonal like this, the way it is diagonal, or it can be horizontal. So if you want it horizontal, you take horizontal and it will looks like this confidential, or you make it diagonal like this, it will look like this confidential. I can make it the size, I can increase the size the way I want. I can also change the color, but the color is supposed to look like this, wash out, so that people can read what it's here. But I can change the color, maybe I can put red color, so it looks like this confidential. So once you look at it, you know it is a confidential document. So I can just click on close and it looks like this. So once you are reading this document, you know you are reading a highly confidential document, and you will not allow anybody to look at the document or to see the document. So that is, if you want to remove the watermark, you go back to design. Under watermark, click on watermark and click on remove watermark, and the watermark will be gone forever, and that's all until you put it back again. So that's watermark for you. Okay. Thank you, please, for asking this question. I really appreciate this question of watermark, because it's something that I believe might come up in your this. Okay, let's talk about this page layout also. This issue of page layout, you see, we have this size of letters that is under size. This size of letters, we have letter and we have A4. You see, we are normally using A4 in all what we are doing. So anytime you open Microsoft Word, I think it's best practice, please. Even though letter and A4 sometimes we treated them the same, but please, it's best practice you come to this size and change it to A4, because during interview sometimes these are the things you will look at to know whether you know what you are doing or not. When they ask you to okay type and you open the Microsoft Word, they just see you go to page layout, you change the page size, you do this, you change the font style, you do this. They will know you know what you are doing. I have one of my students that went for interview. Once he just put his hands on keyboard. The way they saw him putting his hands on the keyboard, each finger was on the right key. They just asked the person to just go. He passed the interview. So sometimes it's just once you just compose yourself and they know that you know what you are doing, and you move like that. So this is it. You change that, and for the orientation we have the portrait and landscape. I don't believe maybe sometimes you will use landscape, but if you want to use landscape, is for you to change the letter format to look like this or to make it portrait. And these are the margins. And please don't touch all this. Sometimes when you touch it, it will be kind of more difficult for you to change it at this level. But I highly recommend don't. No, it's for all Microsoft Word. You can use that. It's simple. If you want to create any text, just like how can I say? A just text like that, you want to use a text, just put it's just a shortcut. That why you see Microsoft Word has a lot of features in it. You can do calculations in it. All the calculation, most of the calculation you can do in Excel, you can do them in Microsoft Word. But not everybody knows that. But don't worry, it's just like when you keep working with this, you'll understand how to do that. But when your specialty and your professionalism reach that level, you all know how to do that. This is just a another function within Microsoft Word for you to create paragraphs. Equals to rand open bracket, you put the number of paragraphs you want. So I put 40, it creates 40 paragraphs for me. I can create thousands of paragraphs, even millions of paragraphs if I want, I can create that. But don't worry, it's just for me to show you that. And even for you to practice, you can go ahead and use that function. It will work for you to do that. There are a lot of things in Microsoft. That's why when I told you there are many people you say go and learn Microsoft, but someone will tell you, no, I know everything in it, and you don't have a job, then I will laugh. I will laugh. If you know everything in Microsoft and you are still jobless, believe me, you don't know much about Microsoft Word. That's the reality. That's the reality. Let me tell you this. In as much as you say you know everything in it. So just keep calm and be humble. There are lots in all these tools. But in as much as we are teaching you employability skills, don't worry. It's okay, you can do it. So if you have a question, you ask. If you don't, I think it's time we can call it a day since we spent at least 1 hour, 30 minutes. So please, if you have a question, if you have a question, you ask. And if there is something important, maybe we did not treat, please talk so that we can just touch it. I'm just looking at some of the things I believed you might need. Oh, I think all is well. Seriously. Yeah. So after saying all this, I think there is no any question. In the absence of that, I think we can call it a day. Someone was asking me how to create logo. You cannot create logo in Microsoft Soft Word. You cannot create logo in Microsoft Word. You can create logo using other, other designing tools. So, yeah, but believe me, when you master Microsoft Word, you can create logo in Microsoft. You can do that. There is this challenge. Yeah, you can do that. But seriously, not at this level of yours. No, you can't. So I highly recommend maybe you use other logos, designing softwares, Adobe Photoshop, uh, CorelDRAW, Adobe Illustrator, even Canva. You go to Canva and create, you design your logo. That one is on you. Yeah. Yes, yeah. Okay. So I think before we go, let's have our class reps. Let's select the class rep. But I saw someone said that you want to be a class rep. Hello, Omar, are you sure you can take the hit of that being a class rep and whatever? You say that you volunteer to be a class rep or you are contesting for class rep. Let's hope you are not a Luta person. Please don't go and do that Aluta this thing for us, please. If you want to do it, I think you will be the class rep. So let's see if we can have any volunteer female for us so that someone will be a volunteer so that we have male and female to kind of be, or maybe we can have two males together that so you say you are a bit busy and you say you want to be a class rep again. Okay, it's just because I talk about what do we call it? Because I talk about Aluta, so now you are withdrawing. You are the one that said you want to become a class rep, and now you say you are a bit busy. We are all busy, let me tell you this. We are all busy. Yeah. For you to automatically make it A4, please, I'm sorry, I don't want to show you how to touch the settings of Microsoft Word. There is a way you can make it A4. Even this font style, font size, and everything that I show you, there is a way you can make it static and it will never change on your Microsoft Word. I don't want to show you how to touch that settings because there are a lot of reasons why. Even this A4 is not always you need to print on A4. Sometimes you will be asked to print on A2 and letter and the rest. So, but just go and do it like that. And okay, Actech, you will be the class rep. So anyone Bello Omar withdraw, I don't know why. I don't know his own reasons. There is nothing much you can do. Nothing much you can do. I think it's just, I don't even know. There is nothing much you can do. But yeah, he just withdrew. I'm joking when I talk about Aluta. Don't mind me. I always crack banters and whatever. Yeah. Okay, so Muhaimin. Yeah, thank you. Abdul Muhaimin Muhammad. So you and Actec. I don't know the name of the Actec. Actec, your name, please. So Abdul Muhaimin, the Actec. I don't know your name. Actec, Actec. What is your name? So you and Abdul Muhaimin, please, you talk to me or you talk to the other admin, Ahmad, also. You talk to any of us. And no, now we have our two classes. Don't worry now. We remove you. You say you are busy. We are also busy now trying to pick two people. So let's just pick the Actec and the Abdul Muhaimin. Abdul Muhaimin. Then you talk to me, please. I'll make you admins of the group. Then you can post things. Maybe we'll ask you to post things. You'll post there, and you are the one to remind people when there is a class. You drop the link, and you also notify the people we are live and the rest. And you create the group. Please create your own group. That is your market group, where you are going to talk whatever you want to talk there. Okay, there you can go and keep, please, and don't post Juma at messages and all that stops there. Please don't post things like that. Just make it looks professional. All you need to you talk about things related to what you are learning. Whenever somebody designs some new document or somebody did something like that, just try to, kind of share it with the rest and you talk. Or if you have a question, you ask someone to guide you through and you continue that. This is how you create the network. And this is one of the purpose of this bootcamp also, is to help you have a network of people. You will know people from your state now. You will all know people from your state, people from other states within the country, because there are people that are sometimes not even living within Nigeria. You will meet with them. That's how it works, and that's how it kind of is. So you need to please compose yourself well and please try as much as you can to learn all what you want. Okay, I didn't get what Abdul Raqib Ibrahim want to see. We will. I didn't get what you said, but yeah. Yeah, you will be talking about your assignment and other stuffs in the group. It's like your kasua, yeah. It's like your own market there. So you can go ahead and do whatever you want there. So I think after seeing all this, I think I will draw the curtain here and I wish you all the best. And you watch out for your assignment. Your assignment will be sent out, uh, I believe tomorrow morning, definitely. Maybe, or tonight. I don't know when it will be ready. I'm not the one to set up the questions, but Ahmed will set up your questions. So he will send off the question and he will share it with you. So you are going to create a lot of documents, you are going to do a lot of things, and all what you are going to do are worth capturing in your CV. So you can capture them in your CV. These are the things you have done. So, in the absence of any question, I wish you all the best and have a wonderful dream. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.